Hey guys, how are you? Hope everybody's doing well. So for today's story time, we are going to be reading this book titled The Little Engine That Could. Have you guys read this book before? If you have, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't, thumbs down. This is another one of my favorite books. And this book was written by Waddy Piper. That's the author. The author is the person who writes all the words. Illustrations by Phil A. Smouse. The illustrator, what does the illustrator do again? He draws all the pictures in the book. Okay, guys. The Little Engine That Could. The Little Engine That Could. The complete and original story by Waddy Piper. Illustrations by Phil A. Smouse. Chug, 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 puff, 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 ding dong, the little train rumbled over the tracks. She was a happy little train. For she had such a jolly load to carry. Her cars were filled full of good things for boys and girls. There were toy animals, giraffes with long necks, teddy bears with almost no necks at all, and even a baby elephant. Then there were dolls. Dolls with blue eyes and yellow curls. Dolls with brown eyes and brown bobbed heads. And the funniest little toy clown you've ever saw. And there were cars full of toy engines. Airplanes, tops, jackknives, picture puzzles, books, and every kind of thing boys and girls could want. But that was not all. Some of the cars were filled with all sorts of good things for boys and girls to eat. Big golden oranges, red-cheeked apples, bottles of creamy milk for their breakfasts, fresh spinach for their dinners, peppermint drops and lollipops for after-meal treats. The little train was carrying all these wonderful things to the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain. She puffed along merrily. Then all of a sudden, she stopped with a jerk. Like that. She simply could not go another inch. She tried and tried, but her wheels would not turn. Now, guys, remember we spoke about trains during our transportation unit? And this train is carrying stuff. What kind of train is it? It's a freight train. It's a freight train because it's carrying stuff. The other trains, like the ones on the subway, those are passenger trains. They carry people. This one doesn't carry people. What were all those good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain going to do without the wonderful toys to play with and the good food to eat? Here comes a shiny new engine, said the funny little clown, who jumped out of the train. Let us ask him to help us. So all the dolls and toys cried out together. Please, shiny new engine, won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. Do you think this shiny train is going to help them? But the shiny new engine snorted. I pull you? I am a passenger engine. I have just carried a fine big train over the mountain with more cars than you ever dreamed of. My train had sleeping cars with comfortable berths and dining car where waitresses bring whatever hungry people want to eat, and parlor cars in which people sit in soft armchairs and look out of big plate glass windows. I pull the likes of you. Indeed not. So is this passenger train going to help this freight train? Oh, is that nice of him? And off he steamed to the roundhouse where engines live when they are not busy. How sad the little train and all the dolls and toys felt. I would be sad too. Then the little clown called out the passenger engine. The passenger engine is not the only one in the world. Here's another engine coming, a great big strong one. Let us ask him to help us. The little toy clown waved his flag and the big strong engine came to a stop. Please, oh please, big engine, cried all the dolls and toys together. Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down and the good little boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. Do you think this big, strong engine is going to help them? Make a prediction. Let's find out. But the big, strong engine bellowed. I am a freight engine. I have just pulled a big train loaded with big machines over the mountain. These machines print books and newspapers for grown-ups to read. I am a very important engine indeed. I won't pull the likes of you. And the freight engine puffed off indignantly to the roundhouse. Is he going to help them? No. Was your prediction right? The little train and all the dolls and toys were very sad. Cheer up, cried the little toy clown. The freight engine is not the only one in the world. Here comes another. He looks very old and tired. But our train is so little. Perhaps he can help us. So the little toy clown waved his flag and the dingy, rusty, old engine stopped. Please, kind engine, cried all the dolls and toys together. Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down, and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. But the rusty old engine sighed. I am so tired. I must rest my weary wheels. I cannot pull even so little a train as yours over the mountain. I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. And off he rumbled to the roundhouse, chugging, I cannot. I cannot. I cannot. Then indeed the little train was very, very sad, and the dolls and toys were ready to cry. But the little clown called out, here is another engine. Coming, a little blue engine, a very little one. Maybe she will help us. The very little engine came along, chugging merrily along. When she saw the toy clown's flag, she stopped quickly. Do you think this train is going to help them? What is the matter, my friend? She asked kindly. Oh, little blue engine, cried the dolls and toys. Will you pull us over the mountain? Our engine has broken down, and good boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. Please, please, help us, little blue engine. You think she's going to help them? I'm not very big, said the little blue engine. They use me only for switching trains in the yard. I have never been over the mountain. But we must get over the mountain before the children awake, said all the dolls and the toys. The very little engine looked up and saw the tears in the doll's eyes. And she thought of the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain who would not have any toys or good food unless she helped. Then she said, I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. And she hitched herself to the little train. She tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged, and slowly, slowly, slowly they started off. The toy clown jumped aboard, and all the dolls and the toy animals began to smile and cheer. Puff, puff, chug, chug went the little blue engine. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Up, 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 faster and faster and faster and faster. The little engine climbed until at last they reached the top of the mountain. Down in the valley lay the city. Hooray, hooray, cried the funny little clown and all the dolls and toys. The good little boys and girls in the city will be happy because you helped us, kind little blue engine. Was that sweet of her? Yeah. And the little blue engine smiled and seemed to say as she puffed steadily down the mountain, I thought I could, 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 I thought I could. The end. And that was The Little Engine That Could. What'd you think of the story? If you guys were one of these engines, would you help the poor train that broke down? Or would you wouldn't help them? I would help them because they need help for the little boys and girls. I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed this story. Bye. See you next time.